Hey everyone, welcome to this video. If you are a clinic owner, then this video is going to be life-changing for you. I'm going to be sharing so many valuable insights, and I'm going to be sharing my exact strategies and processes and systems and everything that I and my team are using to actually make sure that the clinics that we work with get more clients and more appointments every single month. And I'm going to be showing you how you can implement this yourself. And yeah, this is just going to be a really exciting video and so valuable. So make sure to stick to the end because you really don't want to miss this. So first of all, let's just get into it. And okay, maybe I should represent myself if you don't know who I am. My name is Liv. I am one of the founders of Virgo Consulting, where we help clinic owners to get fully booked and get to a point where they no longer have to worry about filling up the calendar ever again. So let's get into the video and let's actually see how you can get more appointments and clients every single month. A lot more automated and a lot more on demand. This is gonna be so great, I promise you. First of all, let's make me a little bit smaller so you can see what's going on. This right here is the exact system that we are using for all the clinics that we work with. And this is the system that is actually making sure that we can get them 25 to 80 plus new clients in every single month. Without the system, we wouldn't be able to do that, and you wouldn't either. So if you don't have a system like this yet, you have to keep watching, and this is just going to be so life-changing. So first of all, this is the golden follow-up system. This is a system that we're using, and we've built it out ourselves with help from some other really great clinic owners out there and agency owners. So this is essential. This is the whole foundation that is actually making it work for us, all in all. So we are going to get back to this in just a second, because first I actually want to be showing you what software we're using to do all of this, because of course we can have this whole golden follow-up system, but if we have nowhere to place it, nowhere to work with it in, well, it doesn't really work, right? So I'm going to be jumping into our software, which is called Virgo, just as our company name. So let's head in there. So this is actually how it looks like from my end and also from your end if you're going to have an account just like this one. So as you can see, with this software, you can actually generate more leads from Google My Business. You can monitor and reply to Google My Business conversations and reviews, everything. You can also connect your Facebook account so that you can generate leads from Facebook lead form and Facebook lead ads. And you can actually import all of those leads right into this software, right into this CRM system, and then automatically follow up with them and everything. You can also respond directly to Facebook Messenger messages on the conversations page. And you can generate leads from your website by connecting this widget. And you can, of course, also connect your Stripe account or make a Stripe account and then connect it to start accepting payments like full payments or deposits, whatever works for you. So all in all, this software really manages to put everything in one place. So you don't have to have several different booking systems and softwares and CRMs and whatever. You actually can have everything in one place, which I think makes this system so easy to navigate in. And for me, at least, it's the perfect system to use for myself and all the clinics that I work with. And all the clinic owners that I work with absolutely love this system. So I'm really looking forward to showing you even more about what this can do. So let's head over to the more important features. So as you can see, over in this left column, there is a ton of different features. We have the dashboard, we have conversations, calendars, which is a booking system. We have contacts, opportunities, which is the pipeline. We have payments, so if we want to collect payments. We have marketing, so we can create email newsletters and campaigns, everything like that. We have automations, where we can actually create automated workflows. So whenever something happens, we can automatically make something else happen, right? Then we also have the sites. Here we can actually create websites, we can create funnels and everything like that. Really awesome. We can have some memberships, we can do reputation management, everything. It's really really cool. So first of all, let's get into the dashboard right here. This is not something that I'm using a whole lot because, well, it does show a really good overview of everything. But as you can see here, we have like 441 opportunities in the pipeline, meaning potential clients. This is the value of it, and the conversion rate is not correct here because we don't track it this way. We have another, actually just a sheet where we track everything. We're a little old school with that. So yeah, and you can see some other statistics right here, but I'm not going to go too much into detail with this because it really does explain itself. And yeah, boring statistics that we don't need to use right now. So instead, let's head over to the conversations tab where we actually communicate with clients. This is really, really exciting. So let's go in there. All right, perfect. So let's see here. This is actually where we are communicating with clients, right? So this basically means that you can communicate with your clients or potential clients that are texting you from their phone, SMS, from email, from Messenger, from Instagram, everything in one place, and actually also from Google My Business. Like everything is just gathered in one place, which I really believe that this makes customer and client communication so much more efficient and effective. Really, I truly believe that, and it works wonders for us. If we didn't have a system like this where everything would be in one place, it would be so much more difficult to find out what client needs to be answered on, how many people do I need to follow up on, and all of that stuff. This just really put things into a lot better structure and just, gives a really good system to everything. So as you can see, this is where we get in contact with people. So as an example, when we are running paid advertising campaigns on social media, as soon as a person opts in from that campaign, they automatically get imported to this system where we automatically send them a text message and an email and other stuff, well, basically to follow up on them. So this will all be right here in the conversations tab. So as you can see, when someone responds with whatever, they actually show up in the unread messages, so we can easily get back to them as soon as possible and hopefully book them in for an appointment. This does make things so much more easy. So as you can see here, this is a person that opted in for a reflexology offer, and this basically means that now we are communicating with this client by both email, by texting, and by calling them. I'm going to get back to that. Right later, right in a minute, actually, when I'm going to show you the golden follow-up system, because that is really important. And that is, as I mentioned, the whole foundation. So for now, let's head over to the calendars tab, because this is also the booking system. So if you have a booking system already, you don't have to use it, of course, but if you want, or if you want to change your booking system, you can, because this booking system is actually really effective. Let's go in through there. So let's let it load really quickly while I sip. All right. So as you can see, it's really clear, it's really clean and easy to use. Of course, as everything, you need to, navigate a little bit around to get to know it and everything, but you simply just have your own calendar right here. You can create several different calendars for several different staff members if you have, or several different clinics and locations if you do have that. But if you don't, well, you can just have one single calendar, and that's easy. When you need to book someone in, you can click new appointment right here and book the people in. You can also see all of your appointments right over here. So let's just check out how that looks like. So because there is, of course, some sensitive information, I've just blurred it all out, which is a bit of a shame, of course, for you watching, but I hope you understand my point. If you go up to appointments, you can basically see all of the people that you have booked in, what they're booked in for, what date they're booked in for, and all the information that you need. You can also go in to cancel them, to reschedule them, whatever you need. So it basically functions like a really good booking system. So yeah, if you want to use it, you can. If you're happy with using Fresh Air or Treatwell, Vagaro, whatever you're using, feel free to keep doing that, of course. But that was just it for the booking system for the calendars, right? And the cool thing about this is you can actually create automatically workflows to fire actions. So let's say that you're booking someone in on this booking system. they will automatically receive a confirmation, reminders, and whatever you need them to receive. Also, if they cancel an appointment or reschedules, they can get an automated text and email saying, "Hi, we're sorry, we're not going to see you. Here's a link to reschedule," or something like that, right? Which is really effective because that means more people show up and more people actually end up booking in again if they, for some reason, need to cancel or reschedule. Really important to make sure to follow up on these people. And it's just so much easier when you actually have automated systems to do that, because you as a clinic owner probably don't have the time to sit manually every single day and do it, right? So that's it for the calendars, right? Let's head over to the opportunities, which is the whole CRM system and the whole pipeline system where we keep track of all the leads and potential clients. Let's get over there. Alrighty, so now we are in the main pipeline. And this is probably one of the things that I can't live without. Well, I can't live without this system in general, but this is so important. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, this is the main pipeline. This is basically where we keep track of all the leads. We have a stage for basically all of the leads that we have. We have a stage for in conversation, meaning people that we're talking to, trying to get them booked in. We have a stage for callback requested. So if anyone asks, "Oh, yeah, I'm interested, but can you please call me back tomorrow," or whatever. We also have a stage for booked appointment. That's really important to keep track of. We have a stage for no-shows, canceled, show-ups, the client database in general, and long-term nurture. So meaning people that need to receive some kind of follow-ups, email newsletters, monthly, or anything like that to keep them engaged and hopefully being able to book them in at some point in the future, right? So that all happens automatically. You don't have to lift a single finger to do that. And the cool thing about this CRM pipeline system is that you can actually see the information about all the people in here. So as an example, you can see the value of each stage. So as an example, let's just have a look at what can we do at the show ups. We have a value of £1,600 in this case. And that's also really helpful to know what the value is, right? So no shows, I have an examples for you here. I have an example. Sorry, I'm talking a little bit fast, but this is how it looks like for all the people. So you can see the name of the person. You can see where they're coming from. So as an example, this person is coming from a Facebook lead form, meaning the paid advertising. You can also see the value of this one lead. So that, of course, depends on what treatment they're interested in, right? And you can also go in here and view conversations. So the exact same thing as I was in here before, where I showed you what that looks like. You can choose to call them up if you want to do that. You can add a tag, you can add notes, you can add a task. So let's say that this person has requested a callback next week. You can add a task. So next week you get a reminder that you need to call this person back. You can also book them an appointment if they like, right? But this is the main pipeline. Of course, we also have another pipeline. And this pipeline is called the Bookings Always Double Dial pipeline. So this is basically the dialing pipeline, where we are actually making sure to follow up on people every single day until we either get a yes or a no, right? And I'm going to show you more about this when I have showed you the golden follow-up system, because this is where all the really great things lie. So this is the whole foundation, as I were talking about in the beginning. So this is actually how we follow up on people. When do we do it? How often do we do it? When do we stop? When do we start? Everything like that is scripted out right here. And this is the system that we're using to book a ton of appointments for the clinics that we work with every single month. And I know that maybe it seems a little bit boring for you if you're a clinic owner and you haven't looked too much into like advertising and follow-up systems and softwares, everything like that before, because probably you've been busy with your clinic, right? So I just really want to stress that this is so important. If you don't have a follow-up system or a system or a process in place like this and like the software, you really, really do need it, because it's going to be such a huge game changer for you and your clinic in order to actually grow and make things so much more effective and easy for you. So enough talking, enough waffling. Let's head into this, right? So let me zoom in right here. So, okay, first of all, leads and prospects should be opted out of this system as soon as an appointment has been scheduled on your calendar, because we don't want to send them more automated messages if they have actually scheduled an appointment, right? So let's say that they've scheduled an appointment for next week and you don't remove them from this workflow. Well, they are going to receive messages, automations saying, hi, I just want to get you booked in for the treatment. When can I call you? And that would be really weird if they have already booked in. That's important. Then, if you can find a way to mix Facebook Messenger in this process, you'll be able to increase your results by an extra 10 to 20%. So if you can also make sure to follow up on people on Messenger, Facebook, you can actually increase your results of getting more people in. So why do we want to follow up on leads at all? And by a lead, I simply just mean someone that has showed interest in what you have to offer. So whatever treatment you want to sell them or whatever, if they have the smallest interest in booking an appointment in your clinic, they become a lead and you need to follow up on them. Why? Okay, by following up, you are communicating that you are a real, genuine person and not just a robot. You're following up, and what this does is that it reinforces why they signed up to receive your offer in the first place. By following up, you are connecting the dots between their goals and your solution. This is so important, guys. And okay, when do you want to follow up? Also really important. So new Facebook or Instagram leads need to be followed up on immediately. So the longer it takes you to follow up on them, the less they will care. The sooner you will call them, the more likely they will be to connect the dots between your call and the voucher they signed up for, and therefore decide to schedule an appointment and actually show up to that treatment, right? So if they don't pick up the phone, leave a voicemail with the phone script and then call them every other day for a week, then once a month, then once a week for a month, and then once a month until they say stop calling. Simply as that. So we really just want to follow up on them until we get a yes, I want to book an appointment, or no, I don't want to book an appointment. Don't be afraid to get a no. It really doesn't matter. I promise you. I know that it feels like somebody rejects your business, but well, they don't. You know, they just reject your offer. They're just not ready to book an appointment right now, and that's okay. But you need to do this. You need to follow this process, even though it may seem extreme, because this is what is going to make you the most money. It is what's going to make you the most clients come in. And no, the clients won't feel this as being something pushy. We are doing this because we want to help them. Remember that. We are following up on them because we want to help them with whatever skin concerns they might have or whatever concerns they might have. Like, well, if they are interested in a facial, they might be concerned about acne, as an example. If they're interested in filler, they might be concerned about having wrinkles or fine lines. Same with Botox, right? Or laser hair removal. They're concerned about their hair growth. So you are helping these people, and therefore you need to follow up on them, because if you don't do that, you won't be able to help them. So I just want to stress that, because it is really, really important. So enough waffling again, and let's just get into it. So as soon as someone opts in and shows interest for what you have to offer, this is what you're going to be doing. Let me just take a sip of water. Okay, so first of all, someone opts in for your offer. Whether this is a paid advertisement or another campaign, I don't care. You need to follow up on them. Sorry for that. Okay, so when someone opts in, day one, as soon as the lead is captured, you want to call them. Always double dial, because people usually don't pick up the phone on the first try. So when you double dial, it does make your call seem a lot more urgent, and it also increases your chances of actually getting that call picked up, right? So What this means is that if no answer on the first attempt, call them again seconds after the first attempt. This will break silence mode on the mobile phone, meaning the phone will actually ring, which of course will increase your chances of an answer. So this is all happening preferably within 5 to 10 minutes of the lead opting in. What also happens within 5 minutes of the lead opting in is that you will leave a voicemail and you will also leave a text and email. Of course, automated, you don't have to do this manually. Only the calling will be done manually by either you, a receptionist, an assistant, or a VA, whatever. Then you actually want to call them again later on day 1 and send them a message. Then you also want to call them later again on day 1, because if you haven't been able to contact them and get in contact with them, you need to try again. Then if we haven't been able to get in contact, we do the same on day 2. So call, leave a voicemail, text, and email. If they didn't answer, we call them again later in the day. Exact same process for day 3. Then we move down to day 4, where we repeat the exact same process. Call them, leave a voicemail, text, and email. If they don't answer, call them again later. On day 5, we only call them and we leave a voicemail. On day 8, we call them, leave a voicemail, we send them a text and an email to remind them. On day 14, we call them and leave a voicemail. And on day 30, we want to call them, leave a voicemail, and again, send them these automated SMSs and emails. If by day 30, we haven't been able to get like a yes, I want to book, or no, I don't want to book, by then, you simply just want to remove them from this automation and instead move them to a long-term nurture. So nurture flow, workflow with long-term follow-ups. So that could either be email, newsletters, or simple SMS, texts, whatever, to keep them engaged and hopefully being able to get them booked in later on. Okay. So that is pretty much it. And yes, I know what you're thinking. This lead follow-up process may seem extreme, really extreme. And the truth is that it's because it is. It is really extreme, but it is one of the most effective Facebook and Instagram lead nurturing processes in the world. You will, I promise you, I can guarantee you that you will get results if you use this system. Don't jump over any of the steps or whatever, because I can tell you all of these steps, they are here for a reason. It has been tested over and over and over and over again, and it works. You can't just send 2 follow-up messages and 2 calls and then be done with it. You have to keep doing it, because honestly, usually what happens is that you will only get, or not only, sometimes you can also get people booked in on day 1 or day 2, okay? But most of the bookings will actually lie around day 5 to 8. So that just shows you how important it is to keep following up until you get an answer, okay? And now that you've seen this process all the way from day 1, step 1, and until day 30, we can hop over to the other pipeline. So let's do this. All right, so this is also such an important pipeline because this is where we keep track of all the dialing. So as seen in the golden follow-up system, we need to call them, we need to text them, we need to get in contact with them. And we need to do this for every day up until day 5, then we wait until day 8, then we wait until day 14, and then we wait until day 30. And to really keep some structure, because otherwise this is going to get really messy and it's just going to get too overwhelming for you. So whether you are doing the calls, and let me tell you, it's best for you to do the calls in the beginning so that you get a really good understanding of how it works and what works in terms of actually booking people in. When you know what works, you can outsource this to an assistant, a receptionist. You can outsource it to a VA that works really cheap in another place or something like that. It can be remote work. The people or the person doesn't have to be in your clinic. They simply just need to be trained in order to understand how to do the dialing, okay? And you can do that yourself or you can hire someone, but eventually you will need to hire someone because you shouldn't be the one doing that for the rest of your days, because you should be caring about your clients in the clinic. But this is the pipeline that actually keeps track of everything. So as soon as someone opts in, they will get imported to this first stage, which is the leads, all the fresh leads that needs to be followed up on ASAP. As you can see, right now we have a lead that needs to be followed up on now. And this is the name, and this is the offer that they opted in for. So it's really great, and it creates a lot of, let's say, system and structure and overview, so you can actually know exactly what the people are interested in. So when you see the name and you see the offer, you know exactly what you're going to be talking with the lead about, right? So you can basically go right here and call them up and try to book them in. What I always recommend to do is go into the conversations here and check if they have answered on one of the automated messages or anything like that, so you know what's going on before calling them, okay? And this is, again, really easy. We have a stage for all of the stages in the golden follow-up system. So as you know from the golden follow-up system I just showed you, there's 3 stages on day 1, then we are all over to day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5 here, and day 8, and then day 14 and day 30. If by then we have been able to book them, we want to move them to the booked stage, of course, where we can also see the value, which is really motivating. If by this point we haven't been able to book them, as I mentioned before, move them to a long-term nurture flow where they get automated emails and newsletters to keep them engaged. And this is pretty much it. But okay, so now you know how we're keeping track of everything. You know how we can book people in. You know how we are getting in conversation with people, like how we're communicating with all of these people and how we're keeping the structure, right? And what systems we're using. But okay, that's fine. But how do we set everything up in the back end? How do we make sure that all of these people are receiving automated texts and emails and voicemails, for that sake, and everything like that? Well, that is all happening in the automation stage. And this is really, this is really, really exciting, because what this does is it allows you to send out automated workflows. So let's head into that. All right, so just bear with me for a second. So right here, this is our workflow list. So we have workflows for a lot of different things. We have workflows for no-show nurture. So when someone doesn't show up, we want to send them a text message saying, "Hi, we're sorry that you couldn't make it today. Can you please reschedule your appointment right here to not lose your deposit," or something like that, right? You can decide that yourself. We can send out automated review requests, appointment confirmations, and reminders. So important if you want to have more people showing up. We want to have, if appointment get canceled, same as the no-show. So if an appointment gets canceled, we want the client to receive some sort of text message or email to get them to reschedule. But right now, I'm going to be talking about the advertising setup. So how are we actually following up on all of these people that have opted in for an offer on social media? We simply do that in a workflow, and I'm going to be showing you the exact steps. So please don't click off the video yet, because I can't say how important and how valuable this is going to be for you. So let's head into the workflow. You're going to see what exactly we're typing in the text messages, in the emails, and how we set everything up. So let me make myself a bit smaller. So here it is. This is how it looks like. Don't get overwhelmed. It's actually quite easy to do. First of all, the trigger. The trigger is when someone submits a Facebook lead form, and this is both for Facebook and Instagram. So whenever someone opts in for a campaign that you're running for your clinic, this happens. All of these actions takes place, and the lead will get imported from Facebook or Instagram and into this software. So when they opt in, first we want to add a tag. So in this case, we are promoting massage. So we want to add a tag that relates to that offer, okay? So after that, we also want to create an opportunity in the 2 pipelines that we have. We have a main pipeline and we have the dialing pipeline. Important that they get added to both. After that, we are sending an internal notification, meaning a text message, to whoever is doing the call. So if you have an assistant who is calling all of those leads, we are automatically sending her a SMS, so she knows this new lead for massage for this location, so whatever your clinic name is. And then what name is the lead, what name does the lead have, what is their contact phone number, and then call to action that they need to call them to book them in, okay? And then we wait 2 minutes, so basically to make sure that this seems more organic and everything. Then we send them an offer confirmation via email and text message. So this can look like this. So as you can see, we say something like this. Hi, contact first name. Thank you for claiming our massage offer. Do you have any pain or discomfort you are looking to treat? I will attach some more information. Kind regards, Emily from location name, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Then you can attach some more information, okay? Save. Then here, let me see. In text message, we are also sending this. So, hi, contact first name, Gracie, or whatever the person who is contacting the lead's name is. Gracie here, thanks for claiming our massage offer. I'll give you a call soon. Our morning's okay. Then hopefully they say yes. Then if they don't answer by 1 hour, and yes, this is important, we're still following the golden follow-up process, just as this one. So all the steps that are taken here is the exact same as they are taking in the golden follow-up process, and that's really important. So if they don't answer, we send them another message. So, hi, do you have any pain or discomfort you are looking to treat? And then the calendar link so they can book in themselves if they want. Not a lot of people are going to do it, but they have to have the opportunity. If they don't answer, now we follow the golden follow-up process. So if they don't answer, a day after, we send them another message and email. If they don't answer after that, we send them another message and email a day after. And the same thing repeats up until day 30, just as I showed you on the golden follow-up system. So as you can see, on day 30, we are sending them a SMS and an email. So the SMS could be something like this, blah, blah, blah. Email, this is basically just a newsletter, so a little bit more fancy with pictures and everything. So what this does is that it actually just allows you to make sure to follow up on people on autopilot, so you don't have to lift a single finger. Never again, because all of this happens automatically. All of the messages, all of the voicemails, all of the emails and everything gets sent out automatically. So this just creates the best structure and the best frames for you to actually be able to book more people in. And I know that all of this maybe seems a little bit overwhelming or something like that, and I understand that. But I also just want to say that if you don't have a system like this that makes sure to give you clients on demand every single month, you need it. And I don't know how I can express it to a point where it really does make sense for you, because maybe you haven't been thinking in these terms before, and I totally understand that, but it's just to make you realize that this is going to be such a huge game changer for you and your clinic. And this is going to be able to take you to wherever you want to go with your clinic. If you want to get to 10K, 20K, 30K, 100K per month with your clinic, if you want to open up multiple locations or whatever you would like, you need this system, because without it, it would be a total chaos and you wouldn't have a clue on how to actually set all of this up. So if you are interested in getting a system like this, make sure to contact me on my Facebook, on my Instagram, on YouTube, comment down below, send me an email, visit our website, anything like that. Then I can help you get all of this set up for a really reasonable price, where you are going to save so much money every single month, because if you have this system, you don't need a marketing agency, you don't need to hire more people or anything like that, because this will do it for you. And on the other hand, if you are looking to get more appointments and clients every single month and not having to worry about filling up your calendar again and getting a more done for you solution where you don't have to do anything yourself, make sure to go in the link in the description and book a free demo call where I can tell you more about how my team and I can help you get to a point where you just get fully booked every month. And so this was basically to show you what's possible with a system like this. And as a final note, this system does book the clinics that we work with at least 25 extra clients in every single month. So that's pretty amazing. For that, I just want to say you are taking a huge step just by watching this video. And I really want to thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And make sure to contact me if you have any questions or anything like that. I would be more than happy to help you. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.